I didn't tell
Welcome
you.
everyone to Coach's Corner. This is Liberty Santiago. I'm your Proctor Gallagher Institute business consultant and mindset trainer. I am so excited to have you guys tuning in for this segment of Coach's Corner. I'm bringing you a marketing expert, Mary Matthews. Mary, why don't you take it away and give us some insight to who you are and what you do and the clients that you serve.
Great. I'm Mary Matthews. I work with iHeartMedia. And what I do is I work with local businesses on growing their business, growing the number of clients coming in, the branding that they do. And I do this through what I call a 360 marketing plan, where we find the right way to brand the business. You want to make sure that they're there, present, their store logos look the same. Everything from the way they physically are to how people find them is important in the message.
Awesome. And what company are you representing?
I'm with iHeartMedia.
Awesome. So what should a business start looking at when looking to implement a marketing strategy?
Well, I look at the cost of, or what a client is going to bring to them. So what is a client worth over a lifetime for you? What are they worth over a year for you? And that's how you kind of gauge. On average, what traditionally they'll tell you is 10% of your income for your business is what you want to spend on marketing. And let me give you an example. For a dentist, each client is worth $1,500 over a year, but every third client is worth about $10,000 because they need crowns and they need implants and those kind of things. So when you're marketing, if you wanted 5 new clients a month, what would that dollar amount over the year be to bring that client in? And I've seen this equation work to where it really works. So what we want to do is create a plan that's going to bring the client a new business and then get them to be able to retain that business for a lifetime. So it's super important to do that.
Awesome. And what is the latest in marketing strategies that you find is different now than it was before COVID?
Well, I think every business is different. So one of the things that I would say is this. When people think of iHeart, they think of radio. So yes, we have 6 stations locally. We have Sunny 102, The Big Dog 92.9, Rock 96.7, Power Talk 1360 AM, Mega 100, and then Fox Sports. But what people often don't know is that we have lots of digital products. Everything from geofencing, mobile marketing, to email marketing. We have reputation management marketing. But the biggest thing that we've seen increases in right now is what we call OTT. It's called over the top, but it's streaming television and podcasting. If you want to reach millennials, podcasting is a great place. We've seen a 25% uptick in podcasting listening just since COVID started.
That is so awesome. Those are great stats to know as a business owner. And can you talk to us about what is the message to clarify for businesses right now for the clients on the other end? So during COVID, what are some things that a business owner should know when they're going to place ads or find their clients?
Okay, so one of the really great things about working for the company I work for is that we have wonderful tools, and we are constantly having surveys done to see where things are. There are really 3 main messages that every business needs to look at. Number 1, are you open? So many people are closing their businesses, or they're not open, but they have curbside, or they're open only certain hours now. So it's super important that your clients know you're open. And there's a difference in your client base, because before you had clients, returning clients, and new clients. Almost everybody now you have to consider as new clients because they have to know you're open. Now, the second thing is that They need to know you're COVID compliant, or you're helping your community and your employees. We want to know we're taking care of each other, right? I want to know that I'm supporting a business that's taking care of its employees. That's a huge message as part of that. The last thing is, what is the deal you have for me? Right now, people have different incomes. It's not a normal time. So they want to know, well, what is in it for me? What is the deal you can do for me to help me as well? So when you're creating your message, you need to address those three things. If you're doing that, you're going to have that traffic. Now, where do you send them is the next message. That all depends on who you're after. If you want to chase adults that, let's just say that your client was females 30 years old. If I was looking for females 30 years old, I might use podcasting because they're listening to the podcasting. Now, this is a really unique thing about digital marketing. If you and I live next door to each other and I'm 50 and you're 30, we could be watching the very same thing on streaming TV on the same device, Roku or Sling or Hulu, and you would see a different commercial than I would see because I targeted 30-year-old women. I don't fit that criteria. Now, if a male lived next door, he wouldn't see it either because I targeted 30-year-old women in a certain radius or zip code. Now, that's one of the really nice things. The other part of streaming is with iHeart, you can't skip the commercials. But because you're watching on demand, it means that all those impressions are going to be when people are watching. And the other part of that is they can't skip them. And because you're watching the show you want to watch on demand, you're willing to sit through that 15 to 30-second commercial. So that impression gets made. It's a really unique thing and it's fun to watch. The statistics that come back from it are amazing.
That does sound very amazing. And thank you so much for bringing us that educational experience about marketing. So I'm going to turn the attention of our viewers to mindset when it comes to laws of attraction. And the law of attraction decrees this. And how this relates to your business, that's where I want you guys to take your mind right now. So to desire is to expect, and to expect is to achieve. And really what this is saying is that the first phase of desire embraces the process of attraction. And there's three things to consider when you're going after something that you don't already have in your material world. So let's say you want to attract some more clients. So the first step of that is to have the interest. So you place your interest on the good that you desire and you place it there in your mind. And then you focus, the second thing is your attention on the good that you desire. And then the third thing is to expect the good that you desire. You cannot possibly get to your growth without the expectation. So there's formulas for success, and it all begins in our mind. And I want to read you this little sentence from this book that I'm reading right now. It's called Working with the Law by Raymond Hollywell. This book is amazing, and it teaches us so much about the laws of attraction and the steps involved in using this for your greater good, for your business and for your personal life. So it says, when we charge our thoughts so firmly with the idea that there are no failures, then we expect success. Our mind becomes strengthened with our conviction and, like a magnet, draws to us the principle upheld, whatever desire is uppermost at the time. To desire is to expect, and to expect is to achieve. And so I want to ask you this. How many times have you thought about something that you didn't want to have happen, and then you saw it happen? The same amount of energy is required to think about the thing that you want to see happen, the good that you expect and desire in your life. So let's switch your thinking in your business and in your personal life to thinking about the good that you desire. And by eliminating the overwhelming obstacles, whether it be marketing strategy, which might not be your forte, this might all overwhelm you. You want to remove that obstacle and really give that off to an expert. And that's the message that I'm carrying to you guys today, is if you are starting a business or growing your business and marketing is seeming way too overwhelming, giving that to someone who is an expert is my expert advice to you. So how you're going to get a hold of Mary Matthews, your marketing expert. Mary, tell us the best way to get a hold of you.
The easiest thing is just give me a call or a text. You can do that at 209-602-7028, or you can shoot me an email at marymatthews@iheartmedia.com. I can be found on LinkedIn. I can be found on Facebook. Super easy. Feel free to message me there. I'm pretty findable.
That's so good. Thank you for being accessible. So just to clarify, you are accepting new clients?
Yes.
And what is your region that you accept new clients? Because I have viewers from all over the world, which is an amazing benefit to the internet and the world that we live in. So what is your region that you help people?
Well, I mainly work here in the Central Valley. And the region right now is for the direct region is San Joaquin, Stanislaus, and Tuolumne. But I actually can do marketing nationally. iHeart is everywhere. So we can actually, if you have a multi-location business, those are really great to work with because as a company that is in several places, we can get you the same marketing message out there. So I don't think I have borders, to be honest.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So for everyone watching, Mary is the expert. I've had multiple discussions with her. She's an excellent leader, and I would definitely recommend taking guidance from someone like Mary Matthews, who has years in the business and she knows what she's doing, and you can count on her. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're interested in this type of content, you'll come to my Facebook page every Friday at 2 p.m. for your expert advice. Thank you so much. Have a great one.